Welcome, everyone. Millennial Meg here. As of the recording of this, today is December 27th, 2025. Well, the recording of what you're seeing was the morning of Christmas, of course, but I'm recording the voiceover on Saturday. Um, Today is going to be a little bit of a rough one, so if you don't want a sad Christmas video, then don't watch this one. So you've been warned. This channel is not all puppy dogs and rainbows. Today we're going to talk about the loss of one of my favorite YouTubers that I ever have watched, Adam the Woo. And yeah, so if you are up for that, plus a little rundown of what my Christmas morning looked like before everyone woke up, which, spoiler alert, this is it, then join me, shall you? All right, so what you were seeing, of course, was the mess that I woke up to on Christmas morning. But first, I decided before I was going to clean it up and get going that I was going to do my little ritual that I'm doing from the winter solstice until the new year, which is to write down 13 intentions for the new year. And then it's supposed to be every night, but I go to sleep early. So every morning, while it's still dark outside, I've been going outside and burning one of the intentions. And I guess the purpose behind it is to kind of let the universe handle 12 of them. And then on the last day, the one that you didn't burn or the one that I won't burn, that is the intention for the year that I have to work on really hard for myself, that the universe is not going to take care of for me, I guess. I don't know. I'm not like a super witchy or spiritual person. But as a therapist and as somebody who's looking for a sense of grounding in the midst of just chaos in the world right now, personally and globally, right? It just felt like a good ritual to try, you know? So who knows? I don't really believe in a lot of woo-woo stuff anymore. But like I said, it seemed like it was worth a go. Now you may be asking, Megan, why did you let your house get so crazy before Christmas and not clean it up? Well, I'll tell you. And then we'll get into talking a little bit about Adam the Woo. So I let my house get crazy because I am tired. I don't know. Also, because I live with other people. I live with other people, but also because I am me. So we went on Christmas Eve to a family member's house and we came back with a ton of gifts, like that little train set that you see, well, big train set that you see in the bottom left corner there. That was a gift that we got from a family member, like a family friend, family member. And so that's that. And then Santa. Okay, I have to tell you about Santa. But okay, so sorry, my brain's short circuiting. There's a lot going on. So we got that chain set. We got a ton of gifts from them. Super generous people. So there was a big mess that way. Also, we were gone the whole day. So that was, I didn't like do dishes or anything. We got home kind of late. Um, and so everything was just a mess. Everything was a mess, as you can see. And so I had a choice when we got home, and I was like, well, do I clean now when I'm exhausted, or I know I have more energy in the morning? Like, I'll just get up early and clean in the morning. So that's what I did. Merry Christmas to me. That's what I did Christmas morning. Now, you noticed the Santa wrapping paper and the extra train set. So I wasn't sure if Amelia was going to get a train from our family friends. Um, and Amelia, like that was the one thing that she had specifically asked for Christmas. So I also bought her a Thomas the Train Engine or Thomas the Tank Engine, whatever train set. Fortunately, they were two different train sets. And so now she just has one giant Thomas the Tank Engine train set um, with multiple trains that can go at the same time. So, and that is the one gift, guys. You heard it here first. I am a woman who went against my own values and morals. That was the one gift that I told her came from Santa Claus. Um, so she did get a gift from Santa. So if you were worried that her childhood would be ruined because I'm not telling her about Santa, fear not. She got a gift from Santa. All is well in the world. So that is that. Now, okay, for the rest of this video, you're going to watch me clean, you're going to watch me tidy, you're going to watch me do, the same kind of stuff I always do when I clean my kitchen and living room. So there you go. But let's talk about Adam the Woo. Adam the Woo. If you don't care, then it was nice seeing you today, and this is kind of a bonus video anyway, so don't worry. I will be back again next week. I may actually start releasing videos on Thursdays moving forward, I think. Yes, I think I'm going to start releasing videos on Thursdays because I'm taking Wednesdays off of work. So I will have more time to record and like edit and stuff. So anyway, stay tuned. New video on Thursday. If you don't care about Adam the Woo, then goodbye. But if you do want to hear me talk about Adam the Woo and say how sad I am, then follow along. Or if you just want to see me finish cleaning my kitchen, because that's satisfying. So Adam the Woo, I didn't know him personally. Well, not obviously. There are a lot of people coming out of the woodwork, women in particular, saying that they did know him personally, even though they were never presented on camera. So I guess it's possible I could have known him personally, but I did not. I never met the man. But he was a vlogger, a daily vlogger. He started his channel, gosh, I don't know, maybe like 13 to 15 years ago. He was one of the original like daily vlog people. He passed away on the December 22nd. He was 51 years old. And he was at peace. He was in his home. No, there's not like a cause of death released yet, but from all indications, it seems it was probably like a heart attack or a blood clot or something, because he was not the healthiest guy. He didn't eat very well. He didn't really go to the doctor. He didn't really go to the dentist. Like, these are well documented on his channel. He vlogged every day. Um, and he said like he really didn't take care of his health very well. Like, occasionally he would try to lose weight, or he would try to eat healthy and exercise. I think he ran a half marathon maybe a year or so ago. He was trying to get, fit by 50, but he just really struggled. He really, really struggled. He struggled with his health. He struggled with his weight. He struggled with food. He traveled a lot. He just got back from a few weeks in Europe. He went to Disneyland Paris. He went to see the Matterhorn in the Alps. He traveled through like Malta and Italy and Paris. Like, I don't know. He went a lot of places. So he had just flown back home maybe a week or so ago, back to his home in Celebration, Florida. And he was just going about his business, just, hanging out with friends, going to Disney World like he normally did, driving around town in his little electric golf cart with his buddies. Like, he was just living his normal life. And then he was supposed to film a vlog with another friend the next day, right? Like, the day that he was found. And he didn't answer his phone. He didn't answer his door. Nobody could get a hold of him. And then finally, it was discovered that he was in his bed, and not responsive. And so anyway, that's kind of the like what happened of it all. But who Adam was and why I liked him, or why I care that he's gone, and what his death is sort of bringing up for me and for a lot of other people who were fans of his, is you know, he was just a very quirky guy. He was a very kind of do his own thing kind of a guy. He was somebody who was really into like horror movies and like bad 80s and 90s movies and shows. Um, he he was into comics, he was into games, he was into filmmaking, he was really into Disney nostalgia. Um, he loved Universal Studios. Like he just oh, and he was super into Americana, like very into Americana. He, aside from his Disney stuff, which is kind of how I found him in 2020, because I was, you know, as all of us were, we were kind of like trapped in our homes and feeling scared, feeling down. And so I found him on YouTube because he was covering Disney stuff. He was living in Southern California at the time. And I had just gotten back from a trip to visit my family in Southern California. I was supposed to go to Disneyland like the day that everything shut down. And I was really sad that we didn't go. Um, but I chose, you know, obviously I chose not to because I didn't want to risk getting sick. Um, but when I got home back to Illinois, I was looking for Disney stuff because I was really sad I had missed out on it. And he popped up. He really liked Disney. He really, you know, went to Disneyland all the time when he lived in California. And then when he came back to Florida, where he was from, he went to Disney World all the time. And so I started watching a lot of his content. But he also loved to travel the US. Like he would drive all across the country. He would fly all across the country, go to different conventions, go to little like backwoods towns, um, roadside attractions, like Route 66 kind of stuff. And he just, man, like he just lived the life he wanted to live. He was truly free. And so thinking about the end of his life, it's, you know, obviously it's very sad. It's a huge loss to the community, but it's also kind of beautiful that this sort of man child, right? Like he never grew up. He was kind of like a Peter Pan guy. He never got married. He never had kids. He he did what he wanted every single day. He went where he wanted. He did what he wanted. He lived the life that he wanted to live, even though people criticized him, even though people didn't understand it, even though a lot of people, you know, wanted him to kind of settle down. A lot of people told him, you know, get a real job, which is hilarious because he was probably making like 30 grand a month doing his job, you know, which is like, um, I mean, I don't know how much he made, right? But like he had I think I don't know how many subs he has on YouTube, probably like 700 something thousand. And he got on average like 25 to 35,000 views every single day on each video. Plus people probably were watching his backlog as well. So like the man was making a lot of money uh doing what he wanted, like filming his day, just filming his day, bringing people along. Now I say just filming his day, like as if it's simple, but that is a little deceitful. Not deceitful, deceptive, I don't know, whatever. But like it wasn't as simple as that. One of his friends, and he had a lot of friends. One of his friends, Bricky, whose channel is at Bricky Vlog, shared some of the behind the scenes of Adam's process, which I thought was very interesting, and I may try to adopt in the future if I vlog. But he said that Adam's process was really different than what most people do. Like he said, most people, when we vlog, you know, kind of film here and there, we kind of film as much as we can to make sure we have enough footage. And then when we get home, we kind of try to, you know, mush it all together and edit and like piece it together, right? Which takes a long time to edit. And he said that Adam would think ahead, right? Like he was very mindful and thoughtful of what he was producing, which is, I mean, good for him, right? He vlogged every day. I'm sure, like, of course, he had a method, right, that was efficient for himself. So he had an idea in his head, like he knew what he was going to do for the day, had an idea in his head, and I guess he would film perfectly each time. And then when he got home, would just put together the perfect takes, right? So, for instance, like if he said his intro in a way that he didn't like, then he would just redo it. He would just redo it right there on the spot before he moved on with his day, rather than having to sort of cut and paste the footage to make it make sense when he got home. So maybe it took a little more time when he was actually like out doing what he was doing. But once he got home, it took him like maybe 40 minutes to put it all together and upload it. So I thought that was interesting. Um, and I think I don't know, he was just a very likable guy. He was a very charming guy. He was a very like unassuming guy. He was just a big dork, I guess you could say. But people really loved him, and that really shows like how many other creators, like other vloggers, other Disney vloggers, other um, you know, backroad travel vloggers that he was friends with. There, if you watch their memorial videos to him or their reaction videos to his passing, he was a best friend to everyone. Like so many people said like, "Oh my gosh, Adam was my best friend. He was my mentor. He was my, you know, he was larger than life. He was amazing. He was so funny. He would text me all the time. He would send me little clips of things that reminded him of me." And multiple people are saying this, right? All of them saying the same thing. Like, he was my best friend. He was my best friend. He was my best friend. And I think that was true. I think he made a lot of people feel that they were his best friend because he was just that generous with his time and with his love, I guess. He had a lot of love and care and fun with a lot of different people. Um, and I think that's beautiful. And all of them are friends because of him. Like, he was sort of like the glue that brought all of these people together and created this community of other vloggers and other content creators. And he was just so encouraging of people. Like, one of his best friends was a guy who has a channel, and that guy's channel only has like 25,000 subscribers, but they were best friends because it didn't matter the size of the other creators' channels. It was more of like, hey, I recognize your art. I recognize your passion. I recognize that you're a fun person who cares about this thing, and you're making art with it, of it, out of your passion for it. Um so I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but I just wanted to acknowledge the loss of this person in my YouTube stratosphere, um, because he really was an inspiration to me. He's one of the people that I watched almost every day for many years, who inspired me to start a YouTube channel. I was like, oh, well, if Adam can do it, like, maybe I could do it. Of course, there were other people who inspired me, but he definitely was one of them. And I don't know, he was a cool guy. And in terms of mortality, because of course I have to get a little dark in the last couple minutes here, but he really, like, his life ending so abruptly, so unexpectedly, there wasn't like a long drawn out illness or anything. He just went to bed and didn't wake up. It really does make me think about, oh, and this is the after, by the way, shockingly. But it really does make me think about how I'm living my life, um, how I treat other people, how I treat my family, how I feel this like scarcity of time all the time, and I'm always pressured and like chasing more clients and chasing, more stuff and a busy schedule and everything. Like, maybe I know I already was planning on sort of calming things down. Oh, there's my corner. Not terrible. I know I was already planning on like toning things down and taking more breathing room and more space. But I think the loss of Adam really made me think a little harder about how I spend my time, what I prioritize, um, and yeah, just I don't know. I'm gonna just focus on enjoying each day a little bit more, enjoying my family a little bit more, enjoying my friends a little bit more. And as his best friend Justin Scard says, make it weird. Tell your friends you love them, even if it's weird. Just tell people you love them. So I love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching to this very special Christmas bonus episode. And I will see you on Thursday. All right. Bye, guys. The vlog is over.